So ABC and the VED analysis. Is it okay for everybody? Can you see in this PPT visible? Is it visible? Okay. The ABC and the VED analysis. So what is meant by the activity based costing? ABC is what? It is the activity based costing analysis. Now, on the basis of the uses of the activity, or say the task, or we can say the resources, and what is the costing of it. On that basis, we are doing this analysis, which we call it is a activity based costing analysis. Now, let's see first what is the definition of this ABC. It is an costing methodology that identifies activities in an organization and assign the cost of each activity with the resources to all the product and the services according to the actual consumption by each. So it is an costing methodology. So this is based on the costing. Okay, that's why C is what? It is a costing. Okay, so it is based on the costing of methodology that identifies the activities. So we are identify an activity in the organization, or assign the cost of each activity with the resources, and then all the product and services we can have, the how much is the consumption is taking place, and how we how to control the things. Okay, so this is very important. Just like most of the times, this is very useful when we have using the raw materials for the process plant, or when we have producing the product. That time how we can control the production, and how we can control the purchasing of the raw material is from that one, it is important. Okay, and the same thing, it will be useful again in the project too, because here also we have to see there are the number of activities where we need to actually control the things, because there are the certain activities which are dependent on each other. When they are dependent on each other, it will be very important for us to, okay, to have to control the things. So here the ABC analysis, we can say it is an inventory categorization method, which consists in dividing the items into three categories. We are dividing this on three categories, which is called A, B, and C. Okay. Now ABC analysis is underlying a very important principle on the basis of the vital few and the trivial many. Okay. So on that principle, it is work ABC category. With the help of the example, we can see that how the we have to categorize the various items into the ABC category. Okay, so let's say ABC analysis, which we say it is an inventory categorization method. Okay, so as how we categorize the things, how we categorize the valuable items. So if you see the category under the category A is being with the most valuable items. So this is, we are categorize the items which is the more valuable, which having the more costing. If you say you have the 100 number of items, and out of that one you might be have 5 to 15% item which having the quantity, but the value of this item will be very costlier, or it will have a more cost, or more what we say the amount that is spent on it. So just like if you say in our homes, then we can say the gold. Okay, that comes under that category, though it is a very few, but yes, the pricing of that gold, it is very high, and because of that one, we have to make it is a more controlled one. Okay, so in industry too, there are these certain items which having the quantity is less, but the costing is more, and such a type of the things we need to accurately and very precisely control the things. So these items may have about 70 to 80% of the total money spent on the material. So though the items are less, as show here, it is 5 to 15%, but it will have a costing about 70 to 80% of the total cost. Okay, so these items we place in the A category. Okay, the meaning I will tell you later what is A, what is B and C. Okay, so this is A. Now what is under the B category? If you see the B category, then in that one, B being the intermediate valuable items. These items have generally 30% of all items. It means the number of items are about 30% of the total one, and it is the expenditure is about only the 15%. You see in the first A category, the expenditure which we have, it is about 80%. But here is only up to the 15 to 20% is the about only the 15% is the total expenditure here. Okay, these are the intermediate atoms, and the control on these atoms is not to be as detailed. So if you see here, we have to rigid control in the A category, means because the maximum amount we are spending on A1 expenditure is more in the the items which is under the A category, and that's why we need to have a control on this one. So rigid controlling is important. Means for example, if you have raw material, and this raw material is very essential for your process, and always we have to continuously monitor the things, because it is very important to just maybe the process maybe the stop, or it may have a much more, it may have the very the costlier one, and because of that case we have to more control, or we have to check regularly the stock present in the A category. Okay, third category is represent the category C. Now what is category C? It is the least valuable ones. So there are the many items which have the less valuable, means it is not say that there is a zero value, but yes, it is on the basis of the costing. If you say only the 5 to 10% cost expenditure we are on this category C items, and the numbers, if you see in terms of the numbers, the numbers will be around 5 to 60%, okay, of the total items. So there is no require close control, so there is no do not have they require the close control over it. If you comparing the A category and if you comparing the C category, A category which is having a less one, okay, okay. So if you see in this case, then A category which having the very less number of items, but the expenditure are more, and in C category the numbers are more, but it is not that much expensive. Okay, and because of that one we have not no need to do more control on the C1. Okay, so we are categorized the atoms in the organization A, B and C categories. Okay, and on the basis of the 80% will be expenditure. If it is 80% expenditure, then we can say the A category. If it is the about 15 to 10%, then we can say it is B category, and only the 5 to 10% is in the C category. So with the help of the example, we will see what exactly it is. But before that, we will see what are the steps is needed to do ABC analysis. Okay. Now, how we can categorize the things? If you say there is 100 number of items that is required for the process. Okay. Now that 100 numbers, how we can categorize A, B, and C category. Okay. So let's see. There are the 7 steps, and these are as find out the unit cost and the uses of each material over a given period. So first we need to find the unit cost of the item. Okay, and what is the use of this raw material over a given period? Over a given period means most of the times we are considering say about the yearly pattern. Okay, year round. So yearly we have to find what is the unit they are consuming and what is the costing of that per unit. Okay, second is multiply the unit cost by the estimated annual uses to obtain the net value. So we get a net value by multiplication of the unit cost of that product into the how much annual consumption. Third category is the list out all the items and arrange them in the descending order. It means after that one, once we do the multiplication, then list out all the items and arrange them in the descending value. In the descending value, you have to arrange, means the highest, lowest, lowest, and lowest. After that, accumulate the value and add up the number of items and calculate the percentage on total inventory in value and in the number. The fifth one, draw a curve of the percentage items and the percentage value. After that one, whatever be the values that we got, then we are just draw the graph on the basis of the percentage of the items and the percentage value. Okay. After that one, mark off the from the curve the rational limits of A, B, C category, and from that one we are marking the A category, B category, and C category. Okay, so it may be have some confusion over the what is that 7 steps. So with the help of the example, we can easily understood what do you mean by ABC and how we are categorize the things. Okay, so let's see. This is the example. Okay, in the first row it mentioned the item number. So this is the item number. It means you may be how give the name or you may have the coding. So here it is coding is given, so it is 101 item, 102, 103, 104 up to the 1010. It means total 10 number of items are here. Now what is the unit cost of these items? Now for the 101 it having a 5 rupees. For 102 item, there is 11 rupees. So likewise, up to the 110, they will give the unit cost of the item. And the third row, it mentions the annual demand of that item. Now annual demand of 101, which having the unit cost 5, it is 48,000. It means the consumption of the 101 item is 48,000 unit. Okay. Then for the 102 it is around 2000. 107 18,000. Likewise they are giving the annual demand. Now what we have to do, we have to categorize the 101 102. Is it in a same way or whether the 110 number item is under the A category or under the B category or under the C category. Okay, so this we are looking whether in which category it is placed. Okay, so if you see first case, that is the 101 which is having the annual demand 48,000, the cost is 5. Can we rearrange this one on the basis of the unit cost? Then again it is not possible. Can we arrange only on the basis of the demand? But if you see it is a 48,000 and consumption is the unit price is 5. So we are not only on the basis of the unit cost, or we are not divide this item on the annual demand, but we are first do the calculations and find what is the total cost or the what is the expenditure on the 101, and that will be get on the basis of what is the cost of that one and how much is the demand. So if you multiply this one, then it will give the total costing of 101. So what we do, so this is the one example. So it having the numbers, item, unit cost, and annual demand. And now on the basis of that one, we will find how we can categorize these items. Okay. So let's see what is the first step. Calculate the total spending per year. Our aim is to one, calculate the total expenditure. How we calculate the total expenditure? Let's first we have draw a table. So we have the number of items, we write it 101 102 up to the 110. Okay, and then the unit cost that we are right here. Annual demand also we write it with the help of the previous table. And now we are calculating what is the total cost per year. So for 101, it is 5 into 48,000. You use this formula, that is total cost per year is equals to the unit cost, this one, multiply by the total cost per year, total consumption per year. Okay, demand. It is not the unit cost and total consumption. Okay, so here is the consumption per year. So demand is how much? 48,000 multiply by 5, that will give the 2,40,000. Similarly, if you see the 104 atom number, it will unit cost is 8 and the consumption is, or the demand for annual, it is 800. It means 6,400. Okay, so similarly we just multiply this column and this column and we got this one, and the total uses is what, how much it is, 7,37,900. Okay, the total costing of this all the items, it is it having a 7,37,900. Fine. How we do, we just have used this formula, unit cost multiplied by the annual demand, it will give the total cost per year. Now you see here, here is the 2,40,000, 3,60,000. You may have this is 45,000. You may have 1,200. Okay. Now there is a variation. Now we are categorized these items. Now the second step is what? Calculate the uses of the atom in the total uses. It means we make this column, we make this column, we make this one, and now we add another column after a total cost per year to say the percentage of uses, and that can be calculated on the basis of the formula which we have. It is the percentage of total uses is equals to the uses of atom upon the total uses. Uses of atom means the total costing of this one divided by what is the total costing. It will give you the uses of the percentage. Okay, so we just have a save the 2,40,000 divided by 7,37,000. It will give the percentage. It is 32.5. Similarly, for the 102 items, for 102 item, what we do? We again divide. We take the numerator and denominator this one, and it will give the percentage 3%. Okay, so likewise we are calculating the percentage, and care should be take that if you add all these one atom from 101 to 1010, it will have 100%. Okay, it means our calculation is correct. Okay, so this is the second step. So we find out the percentage. Now the third step. What is the third step? We have this column, this column, this one, this one, this one. Now we are arrange this table in the descending order. In the descending order, how we can do that? Is it on the basis of this one? Obviously not. We are taking the help of this percentage so that it is easy for us, because you can do in from that table also, but it will have some complications or you may be miss some part. So better way we go for on the basis of the percentage it is. So if you see it, it is a 107. The consumption or the usage is 48.8%. If you among this one, it is the highest. So I'm taking this is the first case. So I put it, I just write a 107 first and I just make it row. Second is from this table, you see it is 101, which having consumption 32%. Okay, around 32%. So 48%, 32%. Then I again see which is the less one, then 6.1%, then 4.6%. So I just make these items in the descending one. So once I do that things, I will get this answer. It means now the items are what? 107 because it is 48%, 101, 32%. Okay, like that one I just make the arrangement of it in a descending form. So it may have the 107, 101, 109, and now it will be the change. Okay, and this is the cumulative items. So I just take how many items there are, the 10 items, and just I'm taking that 10, 20, 30, 40 like that one. If it is a 9 items, then I just again make it the cumulative one and say it may have the 12.5, then again 20.5 like that one, and it will goes forward. So I make it up to the 100%. Okay. Second thing, cumulative percentage total. So for the cumulative percentage of total, what we do, we have this data 48.8. So I write as it is. Then for making the 101, how many percentage of total one? 107 and 101. Then what we do, 48.8 plus 32.5, it will give the 81.3. Similarly, if I to know 109, then I just 81.3 plus 6.1. So always I just plus the this value, this value, this value, this value, this value, this one up to the 100%. Okay. Now from that one, what we get? Now here we can categorize the things. Okay, because we are making the ascending order, we have taking the cumulative percentage. Okay, we know this data. Okay, now we will try to sorting the A category item, B category item, C category item. How? Let's see. Now from the cumulative, you can easily get the understood the data. We say that the category A, which having around the percentage 70 to 80%, means the expenditure on the item is in between 70 to 80%. It is in a first category, that is the A category. It means if you see here 107 and 101, if you see 107 and 101, then you find here it is 48 plus and this is 81, means up to this one it is 81. So you just have to find where is the up to the 81. So now the 80 is up to here. So only the two items are there, which is having the expenditure or the costing is 80%. So I just make this 107 and 101 in category A. Similarly, again I go up to the what? Then they say up to the 10 to 15%. So 10 to 15%, I can say it is around 94.9, means 80 plus 15, it will give around 95. So this is comes under the B category, and the remaining items are under the C category. Okay, so I think there is some problem. Okay, one second. Yes, so I can say that this is under the A category, and then this is under the B category, and the remaining one, oh sorry, and the remaining is from the C category. Okay, so here we can say that if you see this is 107 and 101 on the A category. Why it is A category? Because you see here 80% up to the 80% it is consumed. So how much, where is the 80%? 80% is up to here. So I'm taking this two up to that. After that I am looking for the 15%. So 80 plus 15 it will give 95. Means again I just move here and I saw here up to the 94.9, or here I take it. Okay, so up to the 97.5, that will be under the category B, or you can take up to this one, up to the 102. Okay, no problem. So that is the under the category B, and the remaining one is under the category C, because there is only the 5 to 10%. Okay, so you have to take like this one. You just categorize the things, and we can make in the A, B, and C category. Okay. So here the result, what we write, the class A, it is between 107 and 101 atoms, means these two atoms are comes under the A category. Class B, that is the B category, which is 109, 105, 102 and 106, means 109, 105, 102 and 106, and the remaining one is under the class C. You see here the percentage of beefs, it is 81%. Here is the 16.2% we have taken, and here is only the 25% that you have taken. Now, what the action you need to take over it? So you see here the class A, it is to be need a close control over this one, because we are expending, or the expenditure for this items is about 81 to 6%, 80%. It means these two items always we need to do a well control. If you see this B category, then the action is to be regular review. So regularly we are review the 109, 105, 102 and 106 categories item, and the infrequent review that we have to take for this 104, 110, 103 and 108. It means most of the times we can say this is because there should not be much more excess wastage of the resources or the raw materials or the any the services, so that we need a proper controlling, because maximum expenditure is or the maximum amount that we are spending over this, and that's why we control this activity properly, so that there should not be excess amount we have to spend, we will spend on this one. Okay, and that's why we need a proper controlling of it. Fine. uh, okay, after that, the next topic from this module, it is the VED analysis. Now what do you mean by VED analysis? It is a vital, V for vital, E for essential, and D for desirable. Okay, we are categorize the atoms, either we use the first model, we use the second model, depend on what type of the organization, what type of the process is going on, accordingly they will choose. Okay, but at least we should know ABC category, ABC analysis, and this is another one, a VD analysis. Now on what basis they are working? Vital, essential, and desirable. The definition is vital, essential, and desirable. So VD analysis is represent the classification of the atoms based on their criticality. It is based on the criticality, means how most important, or it is very essential, because if it is not available, then there is no chances to continue the process. Just like the if you see in today's era, we know that there is a pandemic, and if I to take the example, then always we say there is a the essential services are open. It means this is the services, or these are the shops which is very important, otherwise it will be not possible to live in that planet. It means it may be the medicine, it may be there some grocery, all this comes under this one, because the food is essential for us, the water is essential for us. So what is this is the essential services for us. So here also we are categorized these items accordingly on the basis of the vital, essential, and desirable. If you see the process industry, in that process industry there are the certain products which is very important, and there is no delay is required for that. It If it is a delay, then it will have hammered the process, it will hammer the process. Okay, so for that one we have to check and do these items under the vital, essential, and the desirable, and because of that one we have a close control over it. Some items say A and B product raw material is required to production of the C, and if there is no A is available, then the whole process is impacting. Okay, so it means that A and B both are the very essential for us, very important for a process to do. So let's see how to do the this classification. It is a vital, essential, and desirable. So this first category, it is vital. It is a category of encompasses those items for want of which a production would come to halt. So production would come to halt. So this is the vital. It means it is very essential. As I gave the example about A and B, both the raw material is very essential to do or to make a process continue. Without it, if say in your inventory, if the raw material is not available, then what happened? The whole process gets halt. Nowadays there are the various examples from the medical field. You may don't have the medicines that is available. Okay, and because of that one again, the some of the patient will have some difficulties are facing. Okay, or if in between, just like we don't have available the oxygens and all, okay, liquid oxygen in medical use. So because of that, what happened, there may be the chances of death of the people. So that is what essential, the oxygen is very essential for us. If it is not available, then it is not possible to live. So that is what essential in the vital category. Without it, everything is stopped. Okay. Similarly, the second thing is essential. Now, what do you mean by essential? The group includes atom whose stock out cost is very high. So we do that one essential one. Means it is a essential, but the costing is very high. So here we have to available the things. Means if it is not available, then it is not say that the whole the process gets stopped. But as because it having the more costing, and we need to make more cost the controlling over that part. And the last is the desirable. What is desirable? It is the compromises of atoms which do not cause any immediate loss of the production. So in the certain cases, we do not have, or we can compromise the things because it is not directly involved in the processes. Okay. So just like for the separation one, if you are not separate, it's okay. You can wait for a certain time if it is possible for the separation process. So we are categorized that part on the vital, essential, and desirable. This is VD is mostly it is used in the pharma shops. Okay, so where they are categorized their medicines on the basis of the vital, essential, and the desirable category. So let's see the steps involved quickly. The steps involved in the making the VD analysis. Identify the factors to be considered for VD analysis. Here we need to identify the factors. Assign the points and weightage of the factors. Now here, it is not just like what we did in ABC analysis. We have the unit cost, we have the number of the demand, and on that basis we can do that. But here we need to categorize the things. Just like as I gave the example, that is the oxygen is very important. The medicines is very important in today's case, that some of the medicines is very important. So we come make that one under the V category, or otherwise it will be the whole process gets stopped. Just like in a vaccination, if you say the process of vaccination, in this case what happened, if the vaccine is available, then only you can do a vaccination, otherwise not. It means the production or the process will be halt if there is no production of that part. And for that one we are giving more focusing on that part, that we have to produce number of vaccines so that we can make a vaccination to the people. So that is comes under the V category. So here we say that we are identify the factor that yes, due to this the pandemic conditions, we have more important the under the V category is what medical field. Okay, that comes under this one. Second is assign the point weightage to the factor. So we have to make how important it is. Now, yes, we are categorized that it is important, but how much it is important. So we give the certain numbers, just like out of 100, 80-90% is important, 100% is important, like that one. Okay, just like we are giving the mass in the university examinations. Third is divide each factor into the 3 degrees and allocate the points to each degree. Prepare the categorization plan, evaluate the atoms, and place the atoms into the V, E, and D category. So here we are sorting on the basis of what the weightage we are given, which the point that we are assigning, and on that basis we are making that part. Okay, and then we are categorized accordingly, and we say this is V category, E category, D category. Just like if you are given 100 point, then that comes under the V category. If you give this say 20%, 20 points, then it will have say under the D category, desirable. Okay, so we are categorized accordingly and we make it. Okay, so this is all about the ABC and VD analysis. So both the analysis is important, or we are learning, just because the things which is in the project or the things which is in the process one, we need to categorize the things. Just like when we talk about the project one, how the ABC and VED is applicable to the project. Now the question may be arise in your mind, like how it is applicable. Now if you see the events or the work that is to be carried out in the project one, so you just have to see the chart that we have, that is when we are doing the critical path method. In that one we know that how important or how more attention that we need to give for certain work. It is just because the on if we are focusing on the previous one, then only it is possible to the next processes or next activity will be going on, otherwise it will have hampering. Just like say the for say for the event C or the work C, C is depend on the A and B, and we need to more close to A and B. But out of that A and B, again I have to categorize whether I have to more focus on B or A. Now it is depend how much time they take. So if the B category B event is take the 20 days, and the A is required only the 10 days, So where you are to focusing more, you are to focusing more on the B. You are controlling more on the B. Just because the 20 days is after 21, on the 21st day we need to start our C work. For that one, it is very important for me to complete the B on time. So we say that B is under the vital, or it is under the critical, because it is more focusing part. Okay, so like that one, but most of the times ABC and VD analysis is only applicable, and the maximum time it is applicable in the production and the manufacturing processes. Okay, so this is all about ABC and VD analysis.